You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the November 15th, 2022 meeting of the LaPorte County Board of Zoning Appeals. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
All right, good evening. I'm going to call to order the November 15th meeting of the Board of Zoning Appeals. If you'd stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. April, would you lead us?
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Can I get a roll call, please? Here.
Here. He's here on Zoom.
Here on Zoom.
Present.
Here. Okay. I'll entertain the approval of the meeting minutes from October 18th.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. All right. Thank you. Start in for petitions this evening. Number 1 is a petition for variance of developmental standards for Kevin M. and Heather M. Ellingson for a second accessory structure pole barn with water for personal use. Property is located at 1576 North, 400 West, LaPorte, Center Township, zoned R1B.
Notice is adequate.
If you'd like to come up and state your name and address for the record, please. Down there and
Ellingson.
right in there.
Oh, sorry.
Great.
I gotta move this thing up here a little bit.
That's fine. Very good,
Shorter
thank you.
people, so. Hi, I'm Kevin Ellingson. I live at 1576 400 North, LaPorte, Indiana 46350. We recently purchased the home in June. There's one accessory structure there, which my wife calls her she shed for her pool house. So I need a man shed for things we have that we'd like to store inside. So that's the reason for the second accessory structure on the south end of the property.
Kevin, how large is it going to be?
Approximately 30 by 40.
That would be pretty good size.
Is that a good size for a man shed?
Yep, that should work for now until my wife takes over part of it, and then it might
40 by 40, those
Yeah.
better.
it might change in size slightly, but not much if it does. So.
All right, and you want water to the building. Are you gonna have electric?
Yeah, there'll be electric. The water's to wash cars and things that I
Okay.
have, like old cars that I like to keep clean and
So it's primarily just for storage?
personal use.
personal-
Yeah, storage. I have a trailer that I like to keep inside instead of setting outside. It's just a small enclosed trailer. So.
You have no intention of renting it out or living in it or anything like that?
No, absolutely not. No, we're empty nesters for a reason.
That's the reason.
That's nice. Are there any remonstrators for petition number 1? Anybody for or against petition number 1? Hearing and seeing none, I'll entertain a motion.
Okay, Melissa, I'll go ahead and give it to you for the variance of developmental standard for second accessory structure building pole barn with water for personal use located at 1576 North, 400 West be granted. A second.
I have a second. I'm sorry, I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Good luck. Glenn's on delay. So,
Is Glenn, you talking?
He's got his hand up. Is that a little hand that's up?
Oh, he's okay.
hey, very good.
Good.
All right, petition number 2 this evening is a petition for variance of use for James Henson to operate a metal fabrication shop out of the garage. Property is located at 1402 State Road 39, LaPorte, Scipio Township, zoned R1B. James, are you with us? Is that him on Zoom? Can you tell?
Petition for.
They're number 4. Maybe we can skip this one and
Yeah.
come back to it.
All right, let's move number 2 down to the bottom. How about number 3? A petition for variance of developmental standards for Frank A. Lazaro and Carrie Durkin for construction of a garage 24 by 35 feet without a house on the property. The property is located west of 1606 North Longshore Drive, Walkerton, Lincoln Township, zoned R1B.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Kerry Durkin, 211 Water Street, Thornton, Illinois.
Have you legal work to our attorney?
I'm sorry, notice is sufficient.
Okay, thank you. Is there going to be a house constructed?
At some point, that's the plan. We have a summer home that's 133 feet away from the property. And it has an outbuilding on it currently that's 12 by 20 that doesn't meet the needs. I want to put my pontoon boat in something, and this garage is 35 feet long to get the pontoon boat and the trailer in it. It sits in the yard all winter if I don't do that.
So it'll be for personal storage?
Yes.
No living space?
No,
No renting or secondary stuff like that?
no. It'll store boats.
Are you gonna add water to this?
I don't have an intention. Our intention long term is to put a house on the property because it's a small lot. It's only 80 by 100.
Yeah.
And I can put a house big enough. The cottage is less than 700 square feet. So
wow.
ultimately,
Little.
my wife and I would go there because she'd like to have a bedroom you can walk around the bed in. And then the kids can take over the existing cottage when they come up and visit.
Okay.
Are there any remonstrators tonight for this petition? Anybody for or against petition number 3? Do you have any questions?
No.
Questions?
No questions.
All right.
Madam President, we did receive a letter of remonstration.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. I have it right here. We do have one letter of remonstrance.
Your file.
Filed, it's gonna be in the building commissioner's office. It is against. Actually, I think it's more like they have questions and concerns about stormwater and things, but, if anyone wants to see that, it's available in the building commissioner's office. So, hearing and seeing no further remonstrators, I'll entertain a motion.
Let's prevent the motion petition variance of developmental standards to Frank A. Lazaro and Carrie Durkin for the construction of a garage without a house on the property be granted.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck. No, he said aye. He didn't give me the thumbs up.
There you go.
There it is.
We have now turned into the movie critics. Okay, very good. Petition number 4 this evening is a petition for variance of developmental standards for Peter Van Tholen Living Trust for construction of a studio addition to a current garage to live in during primary home reconstruction and to keep as guest quarters upon completion of the primary home. The property is located at 4721 East, 900 North, Rolling Prairie, Galena Township, zoned ag on 14.21 acres. And they're joining us via Zoom, correct? Okay.
We have to unmute them.
We have a lot of pictures in this one. He said, this is, I've seen this. This is out, this is there. Yeah, that's right. It's a long ride.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of, this is.
Need some more?
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yes.
Come
Hear me now.
turn your computer up. What is that?
What are your thoughts on this one?
Well,
Say something again.
Can you say something else?
I know they got to fix it. Needs a lot of fixing up though.
Turn up the volume so everyone can hear you.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's so much.
Keep them talking, Mike.
Just ask them what they want to do.
I just need to see if they're. I don't hear any. You guys hear something?
Yeah.
Barely.
Barely.
It's really quiet. I'm trying to get the volume.
I think that's as high as it goes.
Is it up all the way at his end? Okay. They can hear
There you
us.
Try to make it.
Okay.
Was their legal work okay?
I heard it,
Okay.
but everybody else heard that.
Yeah.
Barely.
With the something that fell on
It's on
the.
the roof, the garage
A
roof.
tree fell not long after they purchased the property? No.
Well, we see you.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
What kind of questions do you guys have?
From looking at the beacon photos, although the wetlands overlay doesn't show a lot on the property, the picture actually seems to have high water, at least on the property. I would expect that we have to do some kind of due diligence before we do anything.
Obviously, you have to.
Yeah.
The what survey?
That would be nice to have that. That's a good question.
How far away would you say the building site is from where the wetlands are?
Closes.
I promise you that's not the problem.
From looking at all the photos and the work that's been done so far, I think ultimately it's the most difficult part is going to be passing the Board of Health stuff when it comes to this septic and the well.
Well,
Right, and
I agree.
that's gonna be the health department's,
Exactly.
you know, we don't have any control
Right.
over that.
Nope.
you say you want to keep this as guest quarters when you're done. You have no intention of renting it or anything, do you? Yeah, that wouldn't pass.
So we can make a vote contingent upon, it doesn't really matter, the health department's gonna be the,
Yeah, you don't need to make any contingency because
They'll
that's,
drive it.
yeah, they're an independent entity either way.
Yeah.
okay.
When do you plan on starting this?
And how,
No.
how long do you anticipate construction's gonna take? On the addition, and how long will it take for the? And how long do you think it'll take for reconstruction of the whole home?
It's gonna need at least that.
Do you have a contractor that's doing the work for you? Okay.
Mike, you don't see anything out there we're forgetting, do you? Is that, I mean, It's a little convoluted here. Is there any delineated wetlands on this property?
Looking at the overlands on Beacon, there is some, but
Well, that's gonna be from natural wetlands
So I mean-
inventory. It's not a wetlands delineation, but
They had indicated that the building site would be about 300 feet. Our requirement,
Away from.
setback would be 50 feet,
Okay.
so.
No, I thought about that. Has no further questions yet?
are there any remonstrators this evening for petition number 4? Anybody for or against petition number 4?
Did you have any comments, Glenn?
he's muted.
He doesn't have a problem with it.
That we said?
All right. Hearing and seeing no remonstrators, I'll entertain a motion for petition number 4.
I guess I'll go ahead and give it a shot then. The petition number 4 for construction of the studio addition to the current garages, the primary home reconstruction, keep as a guest quarters at 900 North Rolling Prairie be granted.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Aye. So your motion passed. Good luck. Make sure you work with the health department and the building department. Thank you. All right, petition number 5 this evening is a petition for variance of developmental standards for Daniel D. Tyler, Ian Bryce, and Seth Workentine for construction of a cabin 416 square feet instead of the 1,000 square feet minimum and on a parcel without road frontage. It does have an access easement. The property is located behind 5738 West, 150 North, LaPorte, Center Township, zoned ag on 33.742 acres.
Notice adequate.
Thank you. If you would please state your name and address for the record.
Okay, Daniel Workentine at 1119 North Grant Street, Lebanon, Indiana. This is for construction of a cabin. I've owned that property for 22 years, and my dream is to retire and build a cabin, just a weekend cabin. I've camped on it and that sort of thing, but to get some of my buddies to go up there and spend the weekend. It's going to be a log cabin, and there's no water, no sewage, no electric. We have self-composting toilet we would use. Just bring in some water and use some solar panels for electricity. So it's just a kind of a weekend sort of place. There is a wetland close by. Measured back from at 50 feet. I've actually had a little training in wetlands. I'm a retired science teacher, and so I've marked that back.
Okay. Do we have any remonstrators tonight other than the letter I have for petition number 5? Anybody for or against petition number 5? All right, so I do have one letter of remonstrance. It's not entirely in favor or against, right?
It's just the basic informational.
Information, clarifying. And if anybody would like to see that, it's going to be in the building commissioner's office.
Can I see it, or?
It'd be in his office afterwards.
I want to check with it.
Afterwards, you look at it.
Do you guys have any questions?
No.
No.
I'm going to send my kid out there to learn how to do some stuff.
Yeah, work on the land.
All right, if there are no questions, there are no remonstrators, I will entertain a motion.
Melissa, I'd like to provide the motion petition of variance of developmental standards for Daniel, Tyler, Ian, Bryce, and Seth Workentine at behind 5738 West, 150 North be granted.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. I'm looking at you, Glenn.
I think
Do
it's
this.
approved. Thumbs up. All right, let the record state that it's thumbs up.
It was thumbs up. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Congratulations, your motion passed.
Okay.
6 is off.
Number 6 is off of the agenda this evening.
Till next
Till next month. That brings us to petition number 7 for a variance of developmental standards for Billy R. Adams II for residing in an RV while cleaning up property and home due to fire with the possibility of changing to an RV. Check that, to a mobile home. The property is located at 504 East, 200 North, LaPorte, Kankakee Township, zoned R1 beyond 5 acres.
Most adequate.
Thank you. Your name and address for the record.
Billy Adams, 504 East, 200 North.
All right. Billy, when did the fire occur?
Almost a year ago, Thanksgiving.
And the house is a total loss?
No.
Okay.
So what are your intentions?
Springtime, start rebuilding.
And in the meantime,
Living in an RV or a mobile home.
So the mobile home is not to replace the main house, it's to replace the RV for a temporary
Yes.
instance. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, a little bit more room.
So it looks like there's quite a bit of clutter going on in the yard. Is that something we can address?
It's scrap that I've been cleaning up and taking in.
Okay.
this is not a total loss for this house?
No. Main damage is just to the back addition, which was like a 3-season room.
Okay. Well, I have to say, personally, I'm not in favor of living in an RV. I would be in favor of a mobile home temporarily, if that's possible. And again, once we open up RV living to one person, then that opens it up to the whole county, and that's really something we do not want to do, I think.
I own my property, it's paid for.
I understand
Well,
that.
we're not gonna open that up though.
Well, it'd take some time to get a mobile home there.
I understand that. Do you guys have questions?
How long are you expecting for the refinishing of the house or repairs to the home to be taking?
I wouldn't even be starting until springtime, probably about a year.
Okay.
So I'll be doing the work myself.
Okay.
Are there any remonstrators for this petition? Anybody for or against petition number 7? Excuse me, 6.
Number 7.
You're right.
I was right.
You plan on doing all the work yourself on this?
Yes.
How long do you anticipate it'll take you to do this?
That's what he said. He said
About a year.
this spring.
About a year.
Yeah. Money wise, gonna be the biggest problem.
Madam President, we do have letters of remonstrance.
Okay. Mike, are they positive, negative?
I think these were probably emailed out, but I have hard copies, so I'll bring them up.
Yeah. What do you think?
Thank you.
Yeah, words, I think. But then we use this one to bite us. Would you by chance have any other contingency plan if we did not allow
Nope.
a trailer?
Nope.
You have nothing else you can do to fix this up?
Just starting a job this week, so I don't have pot to piss in or window to throw it out of.
Where are you living at now?
In the RV on the property.
And how long have you been there for that?
About 3 months. Better.
The what?
Okay.
Living in the Class A RV is where you're living?
Yes.
How many are in the RV right now?
5 of us.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was interesting.
One there too. This is a good one. I should research everything about it too. Are you utilizing both RVs to live in right now?
No, just one.
Madam President, there was a 3-month hardship on the RV granted by our office prior to the filing for the variance.
3 months from a year ago?
I didn't live there for the.
Yeah,
I was in a hotel for quite a while, and that burned up all the money I had.
No insurance on the property?
The insurance paid the property off, and that was it, basically.
You know, I have to be honest, my concern is safety. Over winter in an RV, heating, things like that with 5 people, that's my concern. In addition to RVs.
It has everything required. It has heat, electricity, water.
How are you hooking up electric and water and sewage to
I'm
it?
using a generator for water, and I have a good septic system on the property.
So the RV is going directly to the septic?
Yes.
Has the health department looked at that?
They were out there, yes.
Are there any further remonstrators for this petition? Glenn, do you have anything?
Hold on, Glenn.
Hang on, Glenn, we
We
can't.
gotta unmute you. Oh, he's
I don't think he's muted on it, right?
not on our end. I think it was him.
Oh, now we can hear him.
Yes.
I can't either. I can't in good conscience.
Not really.
Just went back on mute, Glenn.
Oh, this is so frustrating.
You're muted on your end. Yes.
Hurry.
We can hear you.
Mm.
Yes. Yes.
We did.
In my 2 years on this board, I mean, I think my very first meeting was one where we had to pull an RV because there was folks that had their extended family
I know.
living in it through the winter. Just because of safety, and they're not designed for some of the cold months that we see here through the winter. So at the very least, we need to consider at least going to a mobile home.
I agree as well.
Be able to give me a couple months to get a mobile home set up.
I mean, we have to allow some grace period to get that set up. It's at the liberty of the board once we make the motion about.
I'm not in favor of the RV. It's just not, as Glenn stated, as the board has stated, and as we've done in the past in the presence, that's not acceptable for this county or our residents.
I'm going to say this too. I have family that their full-time residence is an RV. 365 days. They come back to Indiana and they go from campground to campground, but they're actually already gone because it's too cold for their, and it's a like 2-year-old, RV as opposed to an older one. So that's my main concern. So if there are no further questions.
I'm trying to think how to word this because I don't think I want the RV at all. I'm not even sure about the mobile home, how we're going to put it in there and make it work, just even temporarily.
I maybe take it in 2 pieces. Motion on each one.
Okay.
All right. I'll take a shot at this first part of it then. That's not a bad idea for the reference of that. So for the petition for Billy Adams for residing in an RV by cleaning of his property located at 504 East 200 North LaPorte, Kankakee Township, be denied for reasons being it's unhealthy and it'll meet the criteria to be done in the past by what this board has done.
What sort of time period in order to vacate?
I guess it'll be part of the part B or the C, part of the motion we'll have to make to this thing. I don't know what would be an appropriate time frame because that's going to have to be removed and done before you put something else in there in its place, and I don't know what that time frame should be. I guess I could seek counsel for a recommendation on that because I know it's with given this time of year and the weather and everything you got to do, he's got to find one, he's got to get one. I mean, I know it's not acceptable the way it is right now. Maybe it's an alternative site altogether to live for till springtime. It might be a suggestion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if campgrounds are open or not, but
I'm not sure. Usually, unless you're full time with all the water being wrapped up in heat and everything, they're closed down now.
okay.
I think there's one Michigan City is open through the year.
21.
Yep.
Might be.
I had a former employee that lived in one full time out there.
Might be seeking a residency there at least till springtime. But I don't think on this property where it's at, I think it should just be denied.
Do you have a recommendation on time frame, Mike?
Normally, I go with 60 days.
Do you want to get to a microphone?
Just turn around.
Yeah.
There's one.
Right here, Mike.
I feel like we probably need more than 60.
Yeah, so I was
So it's
gonna say,
already
normally I
November,
go with
December,
60,
January.
but now, you know what, I had a case last year, and it was an RV case, and the guy was snowed in, and he had to call in for extension.
Right.
I mean, so if you guys do impose a time frame, and there ends up to be extenuating circumstances, we can handle that within the office. And we can work with counsel on that.
Right. That would be right. The limit is going to get November, December, and January. I mean, all the hardest months that could possibly hit us are coming. I mean, even work outside this request is just not reasonable for this type of work.
Yeah.
I think my best suggestion would be is to seek, living quarters elsewhere.
What about if I could close off part of the house that's damaged and reside in the rest of it that's not?
Is there working water, electric, and sewer in the house?
There is. I need to get some water lines replaced because some of them burnt. They were ran through the attic. But I do have a cousin that's a plumber that can help me get that done right away.
Do you think you could retrofit some petitions in the house that caught fire to make it livable for get through the winter?
Yes.
That would be better than being outside. Because there's a furnace and everything still working in it?
Yes.
Would the fire department come check that out, generally speaking?
Could upon request. To make sure it pass everything.
Well, either that or, I mean, the
Building commissioner.
Yeah, the building commissioner going to inspect to make sure that everything's up to code.
Right.
At least in the part that,
You fix it.
prepared.
I'd rather see you inside a hardcore residency than being outside.
Right.
I guess our inspectors can check out the work that he performs to move in, and if it's sufficient enough, we could maybe issue a temporary seal.
I like that idea.
That'd be in your
A lot better
office.
than-
Yeah, because at least you're inside.
So I think the decision for the board would be the amount of time you're gonna leave him in the RV to make the repairs to the house. And I wouldn't recommend going any further than that, because then it's kinda in Mike's hands.
Yeah, I think that's a very good suggestion. So you can get that all done within the 90-day period?
Yes.
Okay. So then that 90-day would be added to the petition that we just, or to the motion that we just made. And then he'll move into his existing house after the repairs are made and passed all the appropriate codes by the building commissioner.
Now, I will have to patch part of the roof. Will I need to pull permits for that, or?
You have to
I feel like,
see his office.
yeah,
Okay.
just work with the building
All right.
commissioner if that is what the decision is.
Yeah, so what,
So
I
we're-
want to repeat the motion back to you to make sure, because I think it's more simple than we need. It's a simple motion.
Right.
There's stuff behind it, but that's all on Mike. So just, you're going to deny the request for variance on the RV and give him 90 days to remove it.
Basically true.
yes.
Okay, and I don't think you need to go any farther.
I agree with that then.
Yeah, okay.
So I'll provide second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. All those in favor, say aye
Aye.
or shake your head. Very good. All those opposed, same sign. All right,
Thank you.
good luck.
guys.
So petition number 2 this evening, petition for variance of use for James Henson to operate a metal fabrication shop out of his garage at 1402 South State Road 39 in LaPorte.
Nobody here.
I need a
Is there someone here?
Well, who's the one above?
above Glenn.
Oh, okay.
If a motion to table till next month.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second to table. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. All right, so number 2 is going to be next month with number 6. Is there any further business in front of the board this evening?
No, ma'am.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, everyone.
everybody.
Have a good
Thank
night.
you.